Ladies and gentlemen, it is week 2 of Summer Cup, so still some teams to go over. Actually, that just shows how kind of open this meta is. Yeah, we're going to be going over a team here. It's going to be Shadow Quagsire in the lead with Aquatail Stone Edge, and then in the back is going to be a double water poison team. So it's going to be Toxapex and Tentacruel. The Tentacruel is not going to be Shadow. Tentacruel basically going to be the safe swap. It has a little bit more access to stronger moves. Also, the Tentacruel is going to be running Sludge Wave, I believe it is, or maybe it's Sludge Bomb. I think it's Sludge Wave, and maybe it's Sludge Bomb. Now I don't know. We'll see here in a second. And yeah, so just another ABB team. It is interesting to be triple water here because even against the Grass Mon, your 2 back Mon are poison typings, so they are going to have a little bit more play against the grass types. And then as well as basically all 3 being neutral to Vigoroth, and then Quagsire being very good against Charjabug, but then the backline being kind of weak against Charjabug, but something like Toxapex is bulky enough to outlast a little bit of the electric damage from a Charjabug, and then can push through with the fast attacks in the zero shield scenario. In any shielding scenario, obviously the edge is going to go to Charjabug by quite a lot. But let's go ahead and get into it. But first, if you haven't, definitely hit the subscribe button, and let's watch the battles. Alright, so it is a Sludge Wave for Tentacruel. Alright, they switch into Vigoroth. We switch right away into into Toxapex. But what was the lead? Oh yeah, Charjabug. Sweet. Okay, yeah, Charjabug being away from the 2 Mon in the back is going to be very good. Technically, going for the Sludge Wave is the only way to actually win this. I guess you could end up going for a double Brine, but Rock Slide's weird. I definitely, I guess if you only think you're going to get the 1 move off, then it's fine, but I think that, well, I guess they did only get 1 move off. Maybe it is fine. They were just going to sacrifice that Mon no matter what. Which Rock Slide is going to be doing more damage than Body Slam, just by even just a little bit, but the damage per energy is very bad. But if you're only going to get 1 move off, Rock Slide is obviously the way to go. They are going to do X Scissors worth of damage here, which is about half HP against the Shadow Quagsire. Yeah, it actually does a lot. So they do come in with double. The one thing you do have to worry about here is something like a Wild Charge. But going to be able to take it here. They would lower their defense, so that would be pretty nice. Sludge Wave is going to be a surprise amount of damage against some things. Obviously, against double here, Scald is just the way to go. But you are going to surprise people with Sludge Wave. I think a lot of the Tentacruels do run Acid Spray, sort of as a bait move to get through shields and double reduce the defense. So they do come back in with the Charjabug. Technically could have gotten one more Poison Jab in there for free, but just going for the damage that we can go for, I guess. And we have 2 shields. Shield this, farm down, shield this, go for double Aquatail when you get there. Probably the farm down is going to happen first. Oh, they'll let it go for sure. They're not at 1 HP though, so if they do shield, they will live. Yeah. Was that CMP? I don't think Quagsire wins CMP, but maybe I'm wrong. I don't know if that was CMP or not. Alright, Shadow Kingdra, like I said in the last 2 videos, I think, you're just seeing this thing more and more. People are really coming with the Shadow Kingdra. I think it is just kind of neutral against everything, so yeah, we didn't go for the Sludge Wave here, but the reasoning is just if they do shield it, we end up getting nothing, whereas if they don't shield it, maybe we can get a debuff at least. Unfortunately, they do double resist it, and now they have another Watermon in the back. Jellicent actually very, very good against Tentacruel. Just one of the hardest counters you can have. Do go for CMP here. Nice. It could be... You could want to go for, I guess, good timing here, but then you wouldn't get that move off. So I do like going for the CMP here just because we're not going to be able to get a move off otherwise. Alright, leaving the Tentacruel matchup, they end up going for the Surf and then undercharging, so now we can use it as a 3rd shield somewhere down the line. But the one thing here is going for water moves versus the actual big moves is going to be double resisted, but they're already super low on the Kingdra. We are 2 shields down, but they're also super low on the Jellicent. They did throw 3 moves on the Jellicent, so they're basically out of energy on that as well. We have to take both shields here. We want to take both shields here so that we can leave Toxapex with a 1 shield scenario, right? Which is what we're going to want to try to win with. But unfortunately, we do not get it. So, but we can go for the double brine at this point, but they do have a lot of energy still on the Vigoroth. Oh my god. Good catch here. But, oh my god, another Rock Slide. Maybe I'm not right. Maybe it's 2 Rock Slides with all the counters does something, but I personally like going for the body slams here. It doesn't feel right, but alright. A lot of people going for the Rock Slides. 2 in a row makes me think that there's some sort of win con there in the zeros. Shadow Ball is going to hurt. The Vigoroth is low. Low enough that a brine would kill. So we have to get basically close enough to another brine or farm down. Or what I was saying is go for double brine, 1 against the Jellicent, 1 against the Vigoroth, or go for the farm down and then throw whatever into the Vigoroth. Alright, Mantine. This is a weird matchup. I personally like being on the Mantine side, but if you go for if you get baited, it becomes really horrific for the Mantine. But I like that we can just go for the Aerial Ace. Obviously going for the bait here. The shield gain here would be insane. The shield loss, though, not great. Although it does put it in basically range for Stone Edge, which is pretty nice. And they end up going for no shield, so yeah, that is really nice. Luckily for us, they do have a Poliwrath in the back. This is very hard countered by both the poisons in the back as well. It only has moves that are resisted by the poison typing here, or the poison or the water. We do go for the Sludge Wave because, like I said, you're going to be able to catch people off guard, and I assume that they're not going to shield this because why would you ever shield a move from Tentacruel? Technically, we could shield this to go for the farm down. It is going to be close to KOing. And maybe we don't get this move off. Oh, yeah. But Abomasnow is actually, we just shield everything and basically get to farm this down because Abomasnow is very squishy in this cup and it is taking super effective damage from the poison typing there. Leading with the Poliwrath, they're probably going to go for the Icy Wind switch unless they don't have an answer to Tentacruel. But if they don't, to be fair, if they don't have an answer against Tentacruel here, they're definitely not going to have an answer against Toxapex in the back. So they do have Vigoroth. They go for the attack drop on the Icy Wind, which I said makes a lot of sense. Fortunately, we don't get our move off here before they get to move off, so they're going to catch up from the switch. And we lose TMP, so that's good to note, I guess, for later. Or for y'all if you're going to use this team, so. Luckily, we get there in 4 here. Going to be able to threaten a shield, which is very nice. We have at least gotten the shield advantage here. Oh my god. Well, I don't know if we just come in with Toxapex and eat this damage. Yeah. Yeah, because Body Slam's going to do 40% to Quagsire, and we'd at least rather have it. It's neutral against Poliwrath. Interesting double counter so far. Can you have triple counter? I guess you can have... Oh. I guess you can have Obstagoon. I don't know what other counter users there are in this cup, but they do end up shielding this. Very interesting shield by us here, because I assume we're going to get attack lowered, and then now this Stone Edge is definitely not going to KO. Stone Edge definitely doing more damage than Aqua Tail, and they'll definitely get a lot more counters through if we just go for the Aqua Tail. But, well, they are going to have to throw again, which is nice. Get the farm down with Toxapex and at least get some super effective brines into the... I believe it was a Golem. Oh, it was Graveler. Okay. Well, 2 brines KOs, and they are on rock throw, so they are very low energy generation. They're not going to get to 2 moves to take out our shield. They could get to 1, but it doesn't really do anything because we'll end up shielding. And yeah, the double brine's going to take this out. Nice. I have seen a couple Golems and a couple a couple Gravelers. I definitely lost to one, the one that I remember. And, yeah, I think it just kind of farmed down with Rock Slide against... It was super effective against whatever it was against. I think it was... Oh, yeah, we had that loss in the video because I threw the worst... Wait, was it the Typhlosion video? Yeah, the Typhlosion video. I definitely lost to one there. I think I lost to one against a Mantine as well. Unfortunate. That was a while ago, though. All right, back into this game. So throwing the Aqua Tails is obviously not going to KO, but they do go for CMP, and we win CMP, so that's always the risk for doing that. Technically, we live this one if we did want to take it, but they do have another one stored up. Obviously, they get to the moves at the same rate as us. And now that we know we win CMP, we're going to go for the catch. This is an easy farm down for Tentacruel, even though it is against a ground type here, just already super low. They do come in with the Vigoroth, this is obviously good for us. The only thing is they do get to their moves faster and 2 body slams. While it does not KO Tentacruel, as we saw earlier, it does get it into a range to where it can be farmed down. And if they do go for a Rock Slide, it probably does KO. But going to do a lot of damage in the meanwhile, and we don't really have to worry about the Quagsire later. Body Slam's going to be close here. Probably we get countered down before we get to another move. Oh, no, it does KO. Yeah, just farm this down with Toxapex, I would think, and then kind of just have to worry or watch out for the catches. But it seems like they would be weak against Toxapex in the back. Maybe... Oh, fire. Well, we know they can't catch anything, but they do get to Thunder Punches, which is not great. We should go for 2 there. Our Quagsire still has a lot of play in the back as well, so that is nice. Ooh, and that's what you can do against a move like Incinerate. A high turn move like Incinerate is easy to exploit, so you can do that definitely even on the Volt Switches as well. Even 3-turn moves, you can do that. 2-turn moves, very tough to do that. You have to wait a turn rather than throw a move and then switch in between at some point. All right, another Quagsire lead here. We did win CMP against the last one, so probably really thinking about that here as well. Okay, don't like going for this. Probably switches into Toxapex, I would think. Oh, or goes for a Stone Edge? No, goes for the catch and then into Tentacruel. Okay, not what I would have thought, but I guess we can catch them off with a Sludge Wave, whereas we can't really catch them off with a Sludge Wave on Toxapex, because they know that Toxapex has it, and then ours is just, they don't know we have it, so we can definitely catch them off guard. I like going for the Sludge Wave here. There's no way they shield, right? Alright, CMPing. Obviously, Tentacruel wins CMP against Mantine. Mantine very defense weighted. I'm not going to lie, I cannot believe they shielded this move. Wild. Now they're going to get the farm down. Gotta come in Toxapex, right? We're just going to be too low and a lot of energy against this Mantine. That Aerial Aces are just going to be flying in and definitely taking us out on the Quagsire here. All right, ours must win CMP. We're very aggro into the matchup here again, which means we can shield this and definitely get the next one off. Well, we're ahead on energy too, so not really too much to worry about. I guess double shield because since they were in the same matchup in the beginning. Gonna get a little bit of extra, but I don't know that this is gonna do too much. Maybe we can get an Aqua Tail against the Mantine, but well, that actually might be enough. Mantine kind of low, right? What is this? Heracross. Kind of resist all the moves. Well, it could have Earthquake. That's bad. Could have Rock Slide, Earthquake. Oh my god. Someone can correct me in the comments, but I believe this thing technically has Earthquake. Gonna go for the farm down, I guess, and then just throw whatever and just Sludge Wave into the Mantine. GG. I swear to y'all, I think it learns Earthquake. I think it's like Close Combat, Rock Slide, Mega Horn, Earthquake. I think Dynamic Punch too. Alright. Another Quagsire lead. Obviously, this is one of the 3 best mon in the cup, so you're going to see a lot of Vigoroth leads, which is neutral for Quagsire, and this is a good way to really talk about the team, I guess, while this matchup's going on. They're going to either Quagsire lead, which is neutral, if you just think about the biggest things in this cup. They're going to Charjabug lead, which is obviously in favor of Quagsire, and then they are going to Vigoroth lead, which is a neutral to Quagsire as well. Probably a little bit favored for the Vigoroth, but we also have ABB against Vigoroth, so we can just swap into whatever and hope for energy advantages in that neutral matchup of Quagsire and Vigoroth later, or shield advantage. So Alright, they do go for the shield to go for a catch on Tentacruel. No catch here, unluckily enough. But they really can't throw the big moves into this Tentacruel. Water types obviously resisting the Ice Beam and the what's it called? Water Pulse. So they have to go for the Aerial Aces, and even though the Aerial Ace has that buff, it is pretty weak in this cup. I kind of doubt they double shield on Mantine, although the last time I said I doubted they did. And we do catch them off with a Sludge Wave. Yeah, they're really unwilling to double shield a Mantine, which makes a lot of sense. So they're back in with the Quagsire. Even an Aqua Tail's going to KO here. We did catch, so we have a little bit of energy on our own Quagsire. Probably going to come in with that. Unless we think we can come in Toxapex and catch, but I don't even think Switch is back up yet. Oh, it is back up. With the move, we go for CMP. Luckily, no one-turn lag from the game, so beat Niantic at this one again. And they do have their own Toxapex. It's one shield to one shield. We have a Quagsire in the back to do a little bit more still. This seems like a Brine. They didn't get that much of a lead on us, right? Oh, it was. They do have the one-turn lead on us. Alright, well, Sludge Wave definitely the way to go in this matchup. Brine is really quite a terrible move. If y'all have seen the videos with Skeledirge living the Brines, it's pretty crazy. Weirdly enough, they let us throw first here. I guess they're really getting afraid of a catch, but technically Switch is not up. And I think at this point we could just start going Brine. They're pretty low, and we still have a Quagsire in the back. Technically, we live a Sludge Wave from here, I think. So I like going for the Brine. I like going for double Brine here because they're almost assuredly going to go for... Okay. Nice catch. Yeah, that's GG. Another Quagsire lead. Ooh, we got the weak connection. All right, Niantic against us here, and 2v1 against their Quagsire. We're going to have to do a little bit of extra work. But, yeah, we have seen that we definitely win CMP. Oh, they look like they're lagging too, actually. Got the spinning ball of death in the top left-hand corner. Niantic is struggling. They do go for CMP. Not a good idea to go for CMP here, considering we already snuck a move earlier. But it doesn't really matter that much. But I do think they lost one turn somewhere in there with the way that it looked on the lag. So going for CMP, well, we know we win CMP now at least against this Quagsire. So they do end up coming with the Ferrothorn. Luckily, we do have 2 poisons in the back. I say luckily, but this matchup's obviously horrific. Kind of have to let this go through. Really? Oh, they do go for the Thunder though. Interesting. Okay, good timing. Doesn't go for the Sludge Wave. Everything's resisted anyways, so it's definitely better to go for the Scald. At least we lower the attack, and maybe we don't die to one move here in the end, which would be fantastic for us. Surprisingly, technically it's good timing, but it's not the best it could be. But I guess just trying to get moves off before they can get moves off is the way to go here. I imagine it's going to be a Grass in the back. I guess something like Trevenant would be the best case for us. Oh, ends up being a Skeledirge. Ooh, this is where we could see Brine's not doing that much. But, you know, they might shield this Brine, and then we still have... they have to remember we still have the Quagsire in the back. 2, 3, 4. I mean, it's good timing. They probably do have to shield this. The Quagsire doing a lot more damage than the Toxapex. Can they get a farm down? I don't think they can. Oh my god, if they go for one, they're going to get destroyed. Alright, well, maybe it was their only win con, though. They can't really be shielding this, and then, yeah. Oh yeah, we still have a move. Okay, sweet. Remember, if you're using the Ferrothorn, that Thunder's the way to go against these poison water types, because it is super effective, whereas the grass move, the Power Whip, is just neutral. Alright, we win CMP against another Quagsire. This one's a regular one, though. That makes more sense. Usually the shadows, I mean, you can't really try to find a good shadow. You just get what you get. And, yeah, it's looking good for us. Although we're taking more damage than they are. So they must have a defense bulk point or something. Or maybe even a... Yeah, it must be a defense one, because it seems like a pretty decent amount of HP to be down. Which means they're going to live too, and... Oh, we do. Oh my god, we win CMP again. All right, they're gonna let it go. Interesting. So they do have shield advantage, but now we know they have a Vigoroth, so that's gonna be good for us in the back against the Toxapex, or just stay in this Tentacruel matchup. It's also good for us. Gonna go for the Scald, try to lower the attack, and then Scald is just a better move, damage per energy as well, unless we think we can one-shot, but I think going for Scald here is best case scenario. Again, we're gonna live a Body Slam from this range. A Rock Slide's gonna be close. So we're going to get another move off unless they just throw back-to-back Body Slam right here, which is fine for us as well. They're using up all their energy. Wait the timer out and then come in with Toxapex. Timer's almost up already, I guess, so makes sense. Just going to take these moves and go for a massive, massive farm down. The problem is it could be Charger Bug in the back, although I feel like they would have swapped at some point, so... It obviously is bad against Toxapex. Maybe it's Poliwrath. That's the worst thing I can think of. Skeleturge, okay. Could have gone for 2 there. 2 poison jabs into the 5-turn move there. Gonna be able to get 2 off as well. I really like coming in with the Quagsire here. Takes them 3 incinerates to get to the first move, no matter what that move is. So it's easier to come with Quagsire in the front because we know we're gonna get that energy off. Technically, we could shield, but we're already close on Toxapex, so just let the brine come through. And that'll be GG. Alright, Toxapex lead. Obviously very good for us. They do end up coming with the Whiscash. Obviously very bad for us. So we do have 2 poison types to neutralize, to go into a neutral matchup against that Toxapex later. So it is good to fight the one thing we can't really fight in the back with the thing we have in the front. And we have a little bit of an advantage. They do go for the Mud Bomb, which is an odd choice to say the least. They could go for the Scald, which technically does more damage and has a chance for the debuff. Do go for the CMP here. Quagsire obviously winning CMP against Whiscash. Oh, that wasn't CMP? Okay. Now we're coming in with our Toxapex. It can live a lot of mud bombs, but this thing has a lot of energy. We're going to get hit by 3 here for sure. Although it looks like we might live 3. And if we live 3 and go for the farm down, that's going to be amazing. I think you do live this move. Okay, I like not shielding here. Oh, it's so close. We just have to throw Brine into whatever. We're so low. And this not only is fine in this matchup, at least it's at something neutral, or it is resisted, but they're both resisted, both moves. We got to delay the timer another 10 seconds, which is nice because we obviously just switched, and that was 3 moves, so switch is back up now. And they end up having another thing that's not good for our backline. So our backline really neutralized here, but we do have a lot of energy on the Quagsire. Luckily enough, not luckily enough, we played the lead matchup out very well to have this energy. And even though there are 2 moves here, we go ahead and shield and we would go for the CMP again. We have 1 CMP against almost every Quagsire, so I imagine we're going to win CMP against this one as well. And now they have to throw... Well, Brine, probably not going to KO, but they do go for the catch on the Brine. I guess Scald is the way to go here. Have the chance for the debuff. Ooh, Stunfisk. Okay, this is bad for the Stunfisk. I don't know why they're staying in. They must be double weak to Quagsire. This is our team? We'll see what they have in the back here. And no one else running. I haven't really seen too much Stunfisk. They do come in with the Toxapex. Obviously, this is a bad matchup for them. Probably we can match with our own Toxapex after this Stone Edge. Maybe try to go for a catch when they're on the Brine. Kind of have to shield this. The Stunfisk is too strong in the front. I would switch into... Okay, yeah. We have a ton of energy now on our Quagsire. We go into this neutral matchup. This is going to take forever. They should be in Brine range after all these poison jabs. And even if they aren't, we definitely go for the Brine and the farm down. Really not getting threatened by anything here. Oh, just going for the massive farm down? Okay. I mean, we get it no matter what because they're not really doing a lot of damage. They end up switching into Stunfisk. We insta go to the Brine. And we're really close to 2 here, so we can definitely go for 2. Might leave a Mud Bomb, to be honest. Toxapex is so freaking bulky. Yeah, this is tough for them. And we have a ton of energy on the Quagsire, which I believe is going... Well, might not be good against whatever's in the back now, just because... Yeah. Ooh. Tentacruel is going to do a lot of damage to this, and we have 2 moves on Quagsire, to be honest. Can definitely go for the double Mud Bomb. Definitely shield and just farm all the way through this as we can. Or go for the combo move right now. Good catch. Good catch. Was timer really up? That's crazy. Goes for the fire. Ooh, but we're only going to get 1 move off, I think. Oh, they don't get a move through. Oh my god, Niantic. Niantic is on our side. Holy. Oh, he's not on our side. We just didn't see it? Uh-oh. Okay, nice. Wait, I did not see a move come through there. Was that... What was that all about? Either way, I don't want to go too long on this one. Very good AVB team here, submitted by a subscriber on the channel. And, yeah, I mean, I've talked about it at length, I guess. I'm not the biggest fan of Toxapex because it doesn't really get to the charge moves very fast, which I really like to threaten shields, basically. And it really doesn't threaten any shields, but what it does do is it threatens the things that it beats hardcore with massive farm downs and just being able to soak a lot of damage. We saw in these games the Toxapex, even in that last game, able to freaking farm down from like 30% on their Toxapex and take the moves easy so that he has the double brine coming in to whatever matchups coming in next. Able to soak a lot of energy from Mon that got farm downs against Tentacruel or even Quagsire. We saw against the Vigoroth, it was able to take 3 body slams or 2 rock slides and another body slam even. So able to soak up a lot of energy, which leaves your other Mon the chances to hopefully use that sort of advantage against anything else. That's going to be it for this video. Thank you so much for watching. If you liked the video, hit the like button. If you haven't, definitely hit the subscribe button, and I'll go ahead and catch you in the next one.